Good morning. It is Friday, October 21st, 2022. It is 5:43 in my locale. All right, it's about 70 degrees and I can hear the wind blowing, but it's not raining. So I just hear some wind going every so often. It's very nice, very comfortable weather. All right, so let's see. All right, let's just go right to our daily Zen poem, which is very timely. To be able to be unhurried when hurried, not to be able to slack off. When relaxed, to be able not to be frightened and at a loss as for what to do. Sounds like make a plan, doesn't it? Do when frightened and at a loss. This is the learning that returns us to our natural state and transforms our lives. Lou Weinman, 16th century. Hmm. Hmm. Love it when it all comes together. Daily Rune Pull. That was easy. Aha. Perth. We got the same one again. So we know what? We already read that one. That is the transformation rune, the one that comes back over and over again. So let's try it again, see if we come up with something else. Defense. We come up with the same one. We're not going to even read the book today. We know what all this means. So, last time we talked to each other this way, I was driving and I explained that on Monday I went to I took the politeness of a colleague who said, "I'm heading in that direction. You want us to just carpool?" Sure, I'd love to carpool. Got to where I needed to go, and because I didn't have this box with me, I couldn't complete my task for something that this group did not tell me. So I spent some time talking to that nice lady on Monday and getting all the information, which I already thought I got all the information. Lovely lady, absolutely sparkling. I walked in, took my ticket. They said, "Come on up." And I said, "You're the lady I'm looking for. You remember me from Monday?" She said, "Yeah, I remember you and your dog." I was like, "We're here to finish." And she said, "Do you have it outside with you?" I said, "Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm." She went outside. She took all the numbers she needed. She signed a little piece of paper. This is what happens when you do it yourself. It gets done. At half the cost that I expected. This is what happens when you do it yourself. To be able to be unhurried when hurried. I didn't panic. I walked in. I left this place at 8:30 in the morning and you saw it. And I said, "This is what's going to happen today." I wasn't upset. I wasn't angry. Didn't panic. I took my stuff and my checkbook and I went exactly back to the same place and found exactly the same person and said, "Now this is happening." There was no one else with me but Queso. She was pleasant and polite. I was pleasant and polite. It was a 22-minute job. And then I drove off back to Isla Morada to go and just take a few minutes and be unhurried and enjoy myself. Okay. Met someone out there that I know who lives out there. So we just happened to be crossing paths again. So we stopped, and I was not frightened at all. And I drove back. This is a pretty long trip, and just me and Queso had to stop, make some stops. I had to. I needed some provisions, and I was very surprised at this particular large store with a yellow star pattern on the back of the employee's clothing. First time ever. It's Thursday afternoon. It's like 4 o'clock or something like that. No eggs at all. Meat was pretty good. Again, you seem to do better if you buy larger. So the 10 pounds of this seems to be more. The smaller ones, the 3-pounders, the 1-pounders are gone, just blown away. That's cost containment. We know that for sure. I didn't understand while I was wandering around, what was going on. They were loading things up. The only shortages I remember seeing really were eggs. I can't seem to get green peppers, but I haven't been able to get green peppers in that store in a while. Red peppers, yes. Yellow peppers, yeah. Green peppers, no. Green bell peppers, no. It's just sounds like they hate green bell peppers. I gotta go somewhere else when I need them. And the general demeanor of people, again, is just either, if they're with kids, they look anxious. And if they're alone, they're probably staring into their phones. It's really not tremendously good. I got what I needed for at least another 2 weeks or so. And today's plan, again, is I'm going to work. I did say yesterday that they're going to convert me to full-time, so I'm excited to hear that. B, they are playing with my hours. I'm not excited to hear that. So I will be taking appropriate steps and letting them know that if this is the action they choose, I will not question it. It is their company to run. I will let them know what the consequences of their actions are. Which is, if you call me on my day off and you need me, I want to know if you're paying me overtime. If you're going to pay me straight time, hey, I'll take that. If you're going to pay me overtime, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Takes 15 to get there. But no more additional. Nothing extra for them. It's going to be, I'm going to do what I normally do, get the information I normally get, do the work I always do. But if they ask me to do something after work, my question is not going to be, sure, I can help you out. Now it's going to be, is my overtime approved? If they go, well, I don't know, I'll let you know tomorrow, I'm going to say, I'm sorry, I can't help you today. It is, I have something else I need to take care of. So thank you for the opportunity. If the overtime gets approved in the next 5 minutes before I walk off property, hey, I'll work my schedule around that. Otherwise, I do have another task I need to complete, and it may or may not be time sensitive, because now I'm going to pick up some remote work, and that's perfectly fine by me as well. Why not be here with the quiet and take care of things and use a couple of my skills and put another coin in my pocket before the coin stops, right? Even if I work for 6 hours on one day, on my day off, and it pays for my internet, I've already leveled out. I'm already up right at the line. I'm good to go. And that's going to be important to all of you. You all have a unique set of skills that you can apply elsewhere in time that you may have been empty. Okay, I don't know what that is or what yours is, but certainly apply that. And I'm going to say this politely: get a commitment, get something in writing, get it done. Do not, under any circumstances, work for free. In a world where there are help wanted signs everywhere, but nobody's hiring because either their standards are way too high, like you need a master's to make a McFlurry, right? Or they want you to work 55 hours a week at times that are off or strange, so you can't take care of yourself or your family. Okay, anything like that, that's the reason why. And I have personally seen with my own two little eyes someone get accepted to a job, and they asked about the pay, the salary, everything else, and when that information came in, the employee or possible employee just went, You only work 10 hours a day, 4 days a week, until 11 o'clock at night, and you're only going to give me $20 an hour, and I have children to take care of and a home to manage. No, thank you. That's the real reason there's a hiring problem. They want serfs. I did work for a company where it's very, very large, and they bring things in your home in boxes with smiles on them. And I saw how poorly they treated those people. So it's best if you get yourself together and have something extra to do. I don't care what that is. If you can knit, make socks, make hats, set a reasonable price. Okay? We don't give away things anymore. You know, if we don't need it and you want to give it to Goodwill, have at. We don't give away anything anymore. We don't work for free anymore. We don't go the extra mile anymore because our employers are being told not to allow that. So let's play within their structure. I have no problem playing by your rules. Your actions have consequences. Now you're going to find out. And again, I am not unhappy with my job. I love what I do every day. I have a ball. You know, even the weird is creeping in. More people, more drama. That's just the way that goes. The way you deal with that in an effective, reasonable manner is you stick to your own stuff. So when the drama's going on, you're 10 miles past it. Be nice to everybody. Be pleasant to everybody. Good morning. How are you? How's things going? Oh, yeah, I got that done. Fantastic. I'm very happy. Anything you need? Everything's good? All right, move on. You get out of work, they disappear. They cease to exist. And then you go do your own thing. You have bigger missions to fulfill. You have better things to do to take care of you. Keep your eyes on what's happening next. With all this Q4 cost containment, and then there's these whack out shortages that are artificially created, you're going to start to see them tell you, for yet again, another lie, another manufactured crisis, don't sit down with people. Again, just keep away from people. Again, don't go to Thanksgiving again. Ignore it. Continue your life as normally as you can. A lot of people I keep hearing are going to cancel Thanksgiving because they can't afford it. Well, that seems to be by design too. It's kind of hard to have turkey and all the trimmings that you've been working months for and cook when the turkey is $26 a pound. So everybody gets 2 beans and we're supposed to be thankful. No, we should be angry. We should be angrier than hell, and we should be getting garden equipment and heading down the street and finding somebody in a tie or a nice dress who is making these poor decisions on our behalf, which we didn't want, and we should hold them to task. It stops when you say no, whether it be the whack out on the time, or a salary thing, or one more request, please, one more. Time is the total capital of your world, and if you let people take that, they will take it and they will eat it, and then they will scream for more. Your time is very important, and how you invest it is very important. Time to use those skills. Find a way to do something with it and make something out of that is meaningful and resourceful to you before, it becomes a problem. Or as I do say out there in the wide world, common sense and critical thinking, use it until they make it illegal. You got this. Take care of this. I will see you tomorrow when I take care of what I'm taking care of. And you are going to probably be surprised. But I'm going to come back to our original message. Sorry, buddy. When it comes down to getting things done, Do it yourself. Sorry, Mom. I should have listened the first time. Have a great Friday. Invest that energy. Do something cool with it. And don't forget, you're only as miserable as they want you to be. You're as happy as you want to be. Catch you tomorrow.